And it's time to go racing from Volusia. Up front for heat number 1 will be Wesley Gwaltney, followed by Zach Kistler on the front row, Jeremy Capron and Wyatt Hamaker on the second row, Blake White on the third row. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot. Although we're usually done in time for the Pudge versus TDR. I need to come run for Pudge one of these races. Just hop in there with you and show you boys how it's done. As long as it's not at Pocono. If you want to see one of the wildest race finishes I have ever broadcast, go check out the broadcast from last night. Obviously not right now. But go check out last night's broadcast of the Nowski Nation Retro Truck Series from Pocono. A little bit of netcode went a really long way. Caused a big pileup and a lot of excitement. Pace truck about to drop in, then they'll go green flag racing. Heat number 1 for the big blocks. Looks like we'll have about 2, maybe 3 heats tonight. Pace truck is in. Barney waves the green flag. They're down and away at Volusia. Off into turn 1, and Wesley Gwaltney already has a good run out front, but Jeremy Capron comes from the bottom. Capron now up into second, putting Kistler back to third, Hamaker in fourth, and Blake White in fifth. Hamaker comes into tonight second in points. The youngest member of the American All-Stars, hasn't had a win yet, but extremely consistent races so far. They get single file for a few moments. I guarantee you once we hit the feature, they will not be. Last time I raced big blocks at Volusia, man, it gets a bit crazy until they get several laps in and spread out, because everybody is nose to tail, side by side. They can even go 4 wide here. Not easily, but it can be done. Jeremy Capron is now closing in on the leader. Wyatt Hamaker has crashed. Off through 3 and 4. Oh, it looks like Wyatt just gets a tap from Blake White and goes around. Great recovery by Wyatt. Blake now up to 4th, Kistler to 3rd. Capron in 2nd. He was there underneath a moment ago, but not able to challenge the leader yet. They'll get 2 to go as they come by the start-finish line. Wesley Gwaltney is going to get the white flag. He comes across the line. Jeremy Capron sends it deep into 1 and 2. Doesn't look like he's got enough. Zach Kistler in 3rd, Blake White in 4th, and here comes Gwaltney out of turn 4. He pulls the win in heat number 1. Capron does come home 2nd, Zach Kistler 3rd, Blake White 4th, Wyatt Hamaker 5th. All right, on to heat number 2. The grid will be Ryan Arbogast, the points leader, and Peter Neuter, one of the new drivers here tonight, followed by the second row of Ty Dickinson and Nathan Voss. Nathan Voss, remember, only laps he has turned here tonight have been in qualifying. Nathan Voss currently in that three-way tie for third place, looking to get some points here tonight and maybe start to claw something back toward Arbogast and Hammaker. One more time around, the pace truck driver will duck in. Everybody stacked back up. Probably the smallest heat we'll see here tonight. And as always, if you have a favorite driver in a race, make sure you drop into the comments. Let us know who you're cheering for here tonight. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away for heat number 2. Still side by side through one, and oh, holy cow! Peter Neuter almost gets into the back of Arbogast. Out of turn 4, they're all still nose to tail. Now Peter down to the bottom. He sends it in deep, and he looks like he's going to come up with the lead. Arbogast now back into second, but here comes Voss. Sweet Tea back in fourth. Peter Neuter just ran the fastest lap we have seen all night so far. He could be one to watch here as the season goes on, but Arbogast trying to claw something back up top. Peter Neuter holding on to it for the moment. Arbogast in second, Ty Dickinson in third, now having to battle Nathan Voss. He gets past Voss for the moment. They're going to come around and get 2 laps to go. Arbogast has not given up yet. Claws a little back into the corners. Just can't get the momentum up on top. But here we go. 2 to go, and Arbogast sends it deep into 1 that time. Out of turn 4, Barney will have the white flag in his hand. There he goes. Arbogast right there just can't get enough momentum off the turns to get a run. They're going to come through 3 and 4. Arbogast tries to send it in. Doesn't have anything for him. And Peter Neuter wins heat number 2. Arbogast comes home second. Ty Dickinson third. Nathan Voss finishes fourth. Heat number 3, we'll see Brycey Bear and Matt Grimm on the front row. Tyler Totman and Zach Bache have the second row. Waiting on the pace truck. Bryce getting impatient. Brycey Bear doesn't want to wait. Bryce now trying to outrun the pace truck. Hey, thanks, Peter. I sure hope I'm pronouncing your last name right, because yeah. All right, they stack back up side by side. They'll get 1 to green. All right, down the back straightaway, pace car will drop off. One of the things about this track, the leader on restarts does not have a lot of room to play with to try and jump the restart and get an advantage, just because as soon as the pace truck basically clears into pit road, Barney the flagman drops the green. Green flag is in the air. He usually delays it on the start, but on restarts, man, it gets close. Bryce Dickinson up in the lead, but Matt Grimm already looking to the bottom. Tyler Topman closing in as well. Zach Bache racing with a controller tonight, just a little further back. Oh, Zach got a bit of the wall down the front straightaway. And now it's 2 wide, I'm about to be 3 wide into turn 3. Topman down to the bottom, he is going for it. Bryce stuck in. Oh, a little bit of bumping and banging. Bryce gets loose off into 1, manages to hold on to it. Matt Grimm, meanwhile, manages to clear. Now is Matt Grimm to the lead. Tyler Topman, Bryce Dickinson still going at it, back behind. Tyler, a little bit of an advantage. Bryce has recovered from the earlier incident, but is starting to lose a little bit of ground. Bryce changes lines, hops down to the bottom. Matt Grimm in the lead, and now Tyler's starting to look for a move here. And here comes Bryce, sends it into turn 3. Had to check up a little bit off turn 4 to not get into Topman. Now Topman down to the bottom underneath Matt Grimm. Grimm in second, Bryce Dickinson in third. Bryce losing a little bit of ground here as they get 2 to go. Tyler Topman and Matt Grimm still going at it though. Zach Bache currently about 5 seconds back after smacking the wall. White flag in the air. Matt Grimm pushing hard up to the top. Tyler trying to hold him off down on the bottom. Down into turn 3. It's going to be close. And it is Tyler Topman at the line. Matt Grimm had a run, but it wasn't enough. Brycey Bear comes in third, and Zach Bache finishes fourth. On to the warm-up. We'll see how many drivers get out there. Looks like Sweet Tea's held his way off pit road. Peter Neuter also on his way out. Nathan Voss rolling out. Hey, thank you, Kevin. Thanks for the stars, buddy. And you know what? We have not talked to Matt Grimm at all in recent weeks. Let's get a word with him. Hey, Matt, this is Doug up in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, first off, man, that was one heck of a heat.
Yeah, I didn't come out on the right end of it, but it was definitely a good one.
Well, it looked like you guys were at bare minimum having a lot of fun out there. How are you feeling about your chances going into the feature?
Well, once the top works a little better here, I normally do pretty good, so I'm looking forward to it, and we'll see what we can do with it.
All right, man, good luck. You definitely had a lot of speed in that heat. Hopefully you'll still have it during the feature, and maybe we'll talk to you in Victory Lane.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Matt Grimm obviously had a holy cow. Zach Beige coming off pit road just got in the way of Peter Neuter. And I think Peter's car might have taken a little bit of damage on the front end. Yes, he did. One of the fun things about this track is that pit road exit right there in the driving line. If you're coming off pit road damaged under green, things get a little sketchy. I'd say sketchy is putting it mildly. Sweet Tea currently has the fastest lap. Jeremy Capper in second, Wesley Gwaltney in third. Peter Neuter fourth, and Wyatt Hamaker in fifth. Nathan Voss in sixth. See if we can get a word with Nathan. Hey Nathan, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey Doug, how are you?
Hey man, I'm good. I have to say that was pretty impressive considering the only laps you got in were during qualifying.
Yeah. Yeah, I got home late from work and just barely made it in there with about 2 minutes to spare. So luckily I made it.
Well, how are you feeling about your chances here tonight?
Oh, not good. As you can see by my times right now, I'm running eighth quick. So these guys that are running up front, Matt and Ty Dickinson, they are, and Ryan, those guys are all way faster than I am.
Well, consistency has been the name of your season so far, and you've had quite a bit of speed, a few really great races. You're in a three-way tie for third in points, and things might get a little interesting as it gets later into the season.
Absolutely, we're hoping for a
I think we may have just lost Nathan.
Oh, I'm back. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yep, I dropped out for a second.
Notice that.
But yeah, we're hoping for a good run tonight, and maybe some guys mess up on where they're running on the track, and we make the right decisions, and we might move up to the front.
All right, buddy. Good luck tonight, and hopefully you got enough warm up in to get a feel for it.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Doug. Thanks for everything you do.
All right, Nathan Voss, like I mentioned, in that three-way tie for the points. Quick look at the points for the big blocks. Ryan Arbogast has a good points lead coming into tonight, 11 points over Hamaker. This could, any mistake later in this season could close that battle up, but we'll see. The main thing has been nobody's been able to stop Ryan Arbogast this season. But as it stands right now, actually Ryan did not come out for warm-up. We'll have to see how he does in the feature. Could he have been sandbagging a little bit in qualifying and in the heats? We'll have to wait and see here in just a moment. All right, they are starting to grid for the feature. Up front will be Wesley Gwaltney and Peter Neuter. Tyler Topman and Jeremy Capron on the second row. Ryan Arbogast, Matt Grimm have the third row. Zach Kistler and Ty Dickinson have the fourth row. Brycey Bear and Blake White round out the top 10. 11th is Nathan Voss, Zach Beige in 12th, and Wyatt Hamaker in 13th. Does not look like Zachary Kistler makes the grid here, which should move the inside row up. A couple of cars will move up coming to the green flag as they close up the inside line. Don't forget, right after this race, we will take a quick break. And then we will hop in the 410s here at Volusia as well. That promises to be an extremely exciting race. We'll have quite a few more drivers as usual. And yeah, things get a bit exciting here in the winged sprint cars. Considering the level of talent in the field here and the level of talent in the 410 field as well, things are going to get a bit exciting out there tonight. I think with the new drivers this week, the average I rating is around 2,500. So obviously, some of the fastest racers on iRacing are in the field. Pace truck going in. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away for the feature at Volusia. And, oh, we've already got a car wrecked. Caution is out. Looks like Wyatt Hammaker and Tyler Topman involved. And everybody kind of stacks up there. I think Bryce Dickinson got caught in that as well. Let's take another look. Multiple incidents there. Looks like Tyler just gets a bump. Gets turned nose first into the inside wall, and there you have it. Things get a bit stopped in 1 and 2. Tyler Totman, the only car coming to pit road, obviously in need of repairs. Couple of cars that came through that pretty good. Wyatt Hammaker now up into 8th. No, I'm sorry, he's up to 9th. Zach Beige picks up several spots. He is up to 8th now. Blake White has picked up 3 spots up to 7th. Nathan Voss goes from 11th to 6th. He is the biggest mover so far and one of the top contenders in the championship battle. Voss could keep working his way toward the front, but with these 2 new guys up at the front, Wesley Gwaltney and Peter Neuter, these guys have both been extremely fast here tonight. Could get interesting and could throw a monkey wrench in somebody's championship season. Points leader Ryan Arbogast was caught in that incident. He is now back to 11th. Green flag is back in the air. Single file restart on this one. Wesley Gwaltney in first. Peter Neuter in second. Jeremy Capron third. Matt Grimm fourth. First real battle on track is Blake White looking to the bottom on Nathan Voss. Gwaltney's still out front, but Peter Neuter about to be under attack. Jeremy Capron is closing in. And here comes Matt Grimm, who was really fast in his heat. Isaac, if you're on iRacing, go look up the American All-Star Dirt Series on Facebook. They'll have all the instructions and everything you need, buddy. Ty Dickinson now up into 5th. Nathan Voss still holding on to 6th. Has managed to pull away just a little bit from Blake White. Tyler Totman trying to recover. Ryan Arbogast, the points leader, currently in 9th. Has only picked up a couple of spots here. Meanwhile, we're about to have a 3-car battle for second place as Peter Neuter in second, but Capron looking low through 3 and 4, and Matt Grimm lurking right behind him. Now Matt Grimm looks to the bottom on Capron, can't get there yet. Capron has a run off of 2, almost gets back to the inside on Peter. Side by side, off turn 4, down, back. Whoa, it gets a little dicey there for a second. Ty Dickinson currently in 5th, Nathan Voss in 6th. This could make for a big change in the points tonight. Our points leader, Arbogast, currently in 8th place. Wyatt Hamaker back in 12th. Nathan Voss, one of the drivers in that three-way tie for 3rd, currently in 6th place. Zach Kessler did not grid. He was also part of that three-way tie, along with Matt Grimm, who's currently the best of the three in that tie, currently running in 4th. Jeremy Capron, caution is out just as Capron finally gets a nose in. Looks like Blake White was involved. Blake just gets on the gas a little too soon, spins it, coming off the turn 2 onto the backstretch. Peter Neuter, I guarantee, was kind of glad to see that caution, but Matt Grimm, Jeremy Capron, definitely was not. He had the nose in coming through 3 and 4. Looked like he finally got the run built up that he needed to take that position. Nine laps into this 35-lap event. Remember, caution laps not counting. Nobody on pit road for this one. Just a minor incident for Blake White. He manages to recover without hitting the wall, so he'll be in good shape here. They will restart side by side since they got some green flag laps in on that run. Things are about to get very, very exciting again. Single file, they can spread out just a little bit under green, but once they get stacked up side by side, everybody starts leaning on each other. Pace truck is in. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away again. Wesley gets a good jump off into turn 1. They're already trying to get 3 wide. Sweet Tea was trying to get the nose in there. Couldn't get there yet, but it ain't over. Nathan Voss trying to get up into the top 5 here. Wyatt Hamaker has crashed. Caution is back out. Hamaker does tow to pit road. You see him get a little squirrely in the middle of 1 and 2, and holy cow! He literally stuck it in the fence. You see him start losing the back end in the middle of 3 and 4, gets up on the wall, and just drives it into the fence completely. Wow. Probably need the safety team to go check on the fans that were standing close to the fence there, make sure they're okay. Isaac, I will either myself or I'll have Zach message you here in a little bit between the races and get you signed up. I don't have the league number in front of me, or I'd tell you, and you could sign up for the 410 race. We'll try and get you taken care of between races, though, bud. Cool. Pace truck is in, down and away. Green flag in the air. And it is getting really, really sketchy out there. The top 3 get single file very quickly, and then Jeremy Capron sends it down to the bottom. Off turn 4, still side by side, and now we've got to move for the lead as Peter Neuter comes out of turn 2, tries the slide job, doesn't have the room. He sends it into 3 and 4, slides it up. He gets together with Wesley Gwaltney. This could be trouble. They're still together in 1 and 2. They get split up, but spread out in front of the whole field. Now Matt Grimm has a run up on the high side. Wow, that was chaos. Down, and they're still trying to get 3 wide in the middle of the pack. Everybody's still trying to make something happen. Ty Dickinson now up into 4th, looking under, trying to get the nose in under Jeremy Capron. Wesley Gwaltney has drifted all the way back to 5th after that exchange. Peter Neuter in the lead, but not for long as Matt Grimm looks to the bottom. Peter managing to hold him off for the moment. Grimm in 2nd, Capron is in 3rd. Wesley Gwaltney trying to fight his way back, currently in 4th. Ty Dickinson in 5th, Tyler Topman 6th. Points leader Ryan Arbogast in 7th as Nathan Voss comes by. Sorry, Brycey Bear was coming by Arbogast. Nathan right behind him. Oh, Brycey Bear, careful, buddy. Nathan Voss now closing back up on Bryce Dickinson. Zach Beisch, caution is out. Looks like it is Blake White again. Blake White into the wall, hard. Massive spin, but he broke something on that car. Like, bad broke. Aaron, you would notice that, wouldn't you? Well, look forward to seeing you next week, Isaac. Matt Grimm currently has the lead. Peter Neuter in 2nd. Jeremy Capron 3rd. Ty Dickinson in 4th. Tyler Topman 5th. Points leader Arbogast has worked his way now up into 6th place. Brycey Bear in 7th. Nathan Voss in 8th. Zach Beisch is 9th. Wesley Gwaltney has drifted. Wesley is off the track. Looks like he might actually have left the session. He may be done for the night. As I get the 1 to green, attrition is kind of becoming a problem here. As we started with 13 and it looks like we are down to 9 drivers. Wesley Gwaltney, Blake White, Wyatt Hamaker, and Zach Kistler all out of the race. Matt Grimm, Peter Neuter will be up front. Matt Grimm controls the restart. And they're down and away. Pace truck hits pit road. Green comes out. That was a power move by Matt Grimm on the start. I'm betting the officials take a look at that one, but hey, if it works, send it. Peter Neuter now in 2nd, but looking up underneath, and here comes Jeremy Capron. Ty Dickinson holding on to 4th. Tyler Topman in 5th. Arbogast still in 6th, trying to make up some ground here. Bryce Dickinson 7th. Nathan Voss is 8th, and Zach Beisch back in 9th. And look at this battle between Peter Neuter and Jeremy Capron. They keep trying to get together. They're both fighting each other and fighting to get to the lead. Capron not giving an inch. Every time he gets a run, something goes wrong. He's got the run now. Hopefully it stays green and he gets something out of this one. He's got the nose in as they go to turn 3. Down the front straightaway, back into 1 and 2. Ty Dickinson in 4th, Ryan Arbogast in 5th. The field finally starting to spread out just a little bit as they get 10 to go. Started with 13 cars, down to 9. Volusia, not a track we usually equate with attrition, but obviously tonight a couple of incidents have taken out several cars. Capron has a run again down on the bottom, can't make it stick yet. Tries a slightly higher line this time in 3 and 4, still not enough, but he is working his way forward slowly. Matt Grimm now coming to the bottom. Capron now almost has it. Matt Grimm has got to love looking behind him and seeing these guys going at it side by side. Ty Dickinson still lurking there, and look who has caught up to him. Ryan Arbogast now up into 5th. Second place in points, Wyatt Hamaker out of the race, so Arbogast is definitely going to pick up or increase his points gap here tonight. 5 laps to go. Matt Grimm might be in trouble. These other two have started to run him down just a little bit. But it looks like Grimm has the advantage off the corner every time. Arbogast battling now, trying to take 4th up top. Can he do it? Or is Ty going to be able to come back on the inside? Capron still looking low on Neuter, out of turn 4. 3 to go. Matt Grimm really doing a great job holding off Peter Neuter where he has the advantage and capitalizing where he has the most speed. Two laps to go. Neuter sends it deep into 3. He gets alongside Matt Grimm. White flag in the air. Couldn't make it stick that time. He sends it deep into turn 1. Finally gets the nose under Grimm. Grimm beats him off too. Down the back straightaway. Grimm driving down to the bottom. This time they get together. Capron comes by on the high side and pulls off 2nd. Matt Grimm pulls off the win. Capron comes home 2nd. Peter Neuter finishes in 3rd. Ryan Arbogast in 4th. And Ty Dickinson in 5th. What a crazy end to that one. Let's watch that last one again. Let's get a slightly different angle on this. He sends it way deep through 3 and 4 as they come to the white flag. Sends it deep into 1 and 2. Somehow keeps it off of Matt Grimm. Then down the back straightaway, Matt Grimm looks a little bit lower. Peter Neuter sends it in. They touch. Capron goes up to the high side. Looked like Neuter caught the inside wall. Capron, had he had a half a straight more, I think he could have pulled the win off there. All right, let's see if we can get our top 3. Now it looks like we can't find our 3rd place, but we can get hold of Jeremy Capron. Hey Jeremy, this is Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, if you'd had another lap, I think you would have had him on that one, buddy. That was quite a move up top.
Yeah, I figured last corner, I knew they'd probably go below or try and block the slide, so I figured I might as well try take the high line and see what happens. And I think they got into each other there, and I just kept her to the floor because I'm like, last lap.
Well, it definitely paid off, man, and it looked like coming off of 4, you had quite a run on Grim as well. It looked like you might actually be able to get the nose in. You just need a little more space, but that was a heck of a battle up front the whole race.
Oh, yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. We kept it nice and clean, and I mean, you can't be racing when that's like that, and you can trust the guys that are around you, and I mean, it's just a lot of fun when you race like that.
Well, it definitely was a lot of fun to watch. A great finish tonight. Congratulations, man.
All right, thank you, Matt.
All right, let's see if we can get our winner. Hey, Matt, it's Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir. I got you.
That had to have been a very exciting last lap.
It was a pretty exciting entire race.
It definitely was. Once you got to the lead, it just looked like it would get to you going on corner entry, but you always had everybody beat coming off, especially coming off turn 2.
Yeah, the key is you got to slow up and be able to have the drive off on that tacky spot. And, I mean, they can't really get under you, so there's nothing they can do.
Well, you managed to hold them off at the line. Did you think it was over when you two started getting together? And that was, I mean, you guys had a couple of incidents of banging off each other. But that last lap, were you a little bit worried coming out of 4?
Yeah, I was a little worried once I felt the car get real sideways because I didn't know where the guy on the top was. But once I got off the corner and got it straight, I was fine.
Well, it was a very exciting and a great win. Congratulations, Matt.
Thanks. Thanks to you. Thanks to Zach for putting this on. Thanks to Jacob Tabber, and thanks to the Long and Sons Farms.
All right, man. Congrats, buddy.
Thank you.
And it looks like Peter has joined us. Is that you, Peter?
Hello?
Hey,
yes, it is. I'm sorry.
It's all good, man. That was one heck of a finish there. It looked a little sketchy when you sent it into 1 and 2, but it looked really sketchy coming out of 4.
Yes, it's coming out of 4, and it's like, man, what do you got to do? I had the big run there, the second to go there. I got beside him on that slider, and I was like, okay, maybe I could try it. But he found what I was doing, and I drove it in a little hard. Tried to do the old bump and run. I'll admit to that, but I hope to try to make it exciting for you and your fans is what I was trying to do tonight.
Well, you definitely did that. The whole race with you guys up front was extraordinarily exciting and definitely put on one heck of a show, and it looked like it was about as much fun as you can have on a dirt track tonight.
Also, yes, sir, and I want to thank you guys for the host and everything. I appreciate it. Also, I apologize to Wesley there. We got a little getter on that front stretch there, and he drove me down to the turn, which I expected much when somebody gets into you, but then something else happened to him in the process.
Well, man, congratulations. That was one heck of a run. Can't wait to see your first race with the group. Can't wait to see how it goes for you going forward.
Thank you for having me, and I want to thank SLR Nation that's watching here tonight, rooting for me. I want to thank Swan Speed Shop, Blaze Designs, Lone Star Racing, LSR Gaming, and everybody who came out to tune in, and you guys for the event tonight. Thank you so much.
All right, man. Congrats, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. They will load up the big blocks and unload the 410s. We'll be back in just a few moments with the 410s here from Volusia. Don't go anywhere.